What's up guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new review of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this time for Season 4, Episode 11, titled, aptly, as you'll find out, Wake Up. Over the course of the episode, we had two major storylines. The first, with the bulk of the S.H.I.E.L.D. team on a kind of skeevy mission to bug Senator Nadeer's office, keeping track of her operations, and the second, the ongoing LMD story arc. For the Nadeer mission, Yo-Yo and Coulson were the operatives for the actual heist, infiltrating the Senator's office without a hitch. Meanwhile, the cover for this is another Senate hearing, with a little heart-to-heart and one-on-one time between Daisy and Director Mace. The Senate hearing goes about as well as you think, with Nadeer basically running the train off the tracks by bringing up Daisy's actions while she was off in vigilante mode, before the heist goes about as well as you'd think too. With Coulson and Yo-Yo caught and used as part of a political stunt by Nadeer, proof S.H.I.E.L.D. really is as bad as she says, or so that's at least her argument, it puts S.H.I.E.L.D. once again in a bad place. Back to normal, I guess, for them, but reveals to the team that they have a mole that's been leaking information to Nadeer. On the LMD side of things, the episode opened with a rehash of exactly how May was captured by Ada and how the May LMD took her place just 5 days before the events of this episode. We also get to see some of the events of last episode through the eyes of the unconscious Agent May, specifically her forced dream and waking up from it, a pretty funny or creepy scene where it's confirmed that, yup, as we thought, May does not go in much for spa. In the present day, May's back into a forced sedation, with Radcliffe having at least temporarily fixed the problem, or so he says. But here, a big shocker is revealed. There's another LMD. But who is it? Wait just a bit longer. Before long, May is awake again and working on escaping, which she does, again, and this time she actually wins round 2 against Ada 2, impaling her with some fireplace tools. But a big twist awaits. The action-packed escape is just the new simulation, one a little more to May's liking than the spa, and May's getting better at the course each time. On the outside, Robo-May, who doesn't know that she's not the real May, is onto the fact that Radcliffe did something to her. Confronting him, she learns the horrible truth and in kind of a Westworldy scene realizes that she can't go against her programming, or even hurt Radcliffe. However, it's here that our storylines collide. Radcliffe is swarmed by S.H.I.E.L.D. agents as he reveals his duplicity to May, and it's unveiled by the team that he programmed Ada-1 to do what she did, and he's reprimanded to custody, but more on that in a moment. Moving on to some pros and cons, this was honestly my favorite episode out of the 3 we've had so far in the LMD story arc. It genuinely had good, tense developments on both sides of the show's 2 main plotlines, S.H.I.E.L.D. and its place within the government post-Sokovia, and the LMD drama. It was so strong, I found myself shocked at how much time we had left in the episode at every commercial break, thanks in no small part to those huge reveals. The May simulation twist, which was incredible, and I honestly didn't expect it at all, but it was the second twist that really got me. You see, the mystery of the other LMD isn't left open to ponder over the course of a couple weeks, as it's revealed that Radcliffe, who's been working with Nadeer the whole time, was the second LMD, so S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't really have him in custody. Now, the real Radcliffe is back with Nadeer and seeking help from her mysterious superior. As was alluded to last time, Ada shows off exactly why AI can be so dangerous, displaying some robotic utilitarian philosophy about leaving May alive, and what's worse is that it looks like Radcliffe isn't really able to control her, or he's losing control, as she seems to be developing her own outlook on the world. It's really surprising to see S.H.I.E.L.D. having the AI story that I wanted from Age of Ultron, but I'll take it. Despite some of his struggles in earlier scenes, Mac actually had a great moment at the end when we find out that he actually had a daughter once who didn't live long past birth, and it's a character reveal that both moved his portrayal further and his character's relationship with Yo-Yo. On the more negative side of things, kind of harkening back to what I mentioned about Max struggling in some of his earlier scenes, a large chunk of this episode was personal moments between characters whose actors don't really excel at the hearts-to-hearts, the one-on-ones. It's nitpicky, and it's the only real thing I didn't like about the episode, but it did take kind of the wind out of the sails of some scenes that could have been really special, like Daisy and Mace, or the first interaction with Yo-Yo and Mac. Overall, I'll give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. In my opinion, it's one of the best episodes of the year, and one that reminds you of the promise that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has as a show, even in the post-Ghost Rider phase of its life. But that's going to do it for me here in this week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. review. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, and subscribe for more great content every single day. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.